Hello. Thank you for joining. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. I'm not sure exactly what's going to come out, but if you're open to it, this should be helpful to you. Please note that this is probably not going to be 110% for everybody who's here. But once again, if you're open to it, this should be helpful, and you should know your life better than I do. So, one thing I must say is that for whoever I'm talking to, for whoever I'm talking to, you are in really big need of a cleanse. Spiritual cleanse, physical cleanse, whatever it is. Like you feel really gross. And I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna start off with that. And as I say that, I'm gonna say that okay, I'm sorry. Let me make sure I'm grounded. Boop. Ooh, that's the five of swords here. Um for someone I'm talking to, whoever I'm talking to, there's this energy of like controversy. It's like there's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of people watching you. Some of them are people from your past. Some of them are new people. But regardless, there's a lot of people watching you and a lot of people speculating and coming to conclusions about you and your character and your motives. And I feel like this is you for the most part. This King of Wands here. You're kind of just chilling. You're just minding your business, doing what you do. And what's to be said, Infinite Spirit, beloved? Also, if you do enjoy this, please consider going to my Patreon and becoming a member of my Patreon. It would mean a lot to me. Um, we have compassion is my compass. I'm willing to hold space for the experience of others, and I feel like somebody that I'm talking to is dealing with someone who is very defensive, someone who frick. I forgot. Someone who is very quick to attack, if you will. And I think you've recognized, if you haven't recognized already, that this person is really just protecting themselves. They're not aware enough to like recognize that they don't need to attack. They don't need to constantly be on the up and up. You know what I mean? And I feel like whose ever energy I'm tapped into, I think you've done a good job of cultivating this sense of happiness, this sense of freedom within yourself. But I think this person whose energy is tapped into yours, this person that you find yourself entangled with, does not really know happiness, does not really know how to be at peace with themselves. Um, and one thing that I think that we could really stand to release, and by we I mean you, one thing we could really stand to release is our responsibility to fix others. One element that was coming up recently was the idea of not being able to fix others, like only being able to truly change yourself, and it's that sort of energy. It's like you can inspire change, you can encourage it, you can promote it, but like you can't force it, and the more you do try to force it, usually that just has the opposite effect, you know what I mean? Infinite Spirit, beloved, what can be said about this Five of Swords here? Um, I don't know. This is just someone who's very, Five of Cups. Someone who's very unsettled. They're not really satisfied in their relationships. And once again, I feel like you, the person I'm talking to, more or less, and if the energies are reversed, so be it. But like you, I think, are the type of person who is very caring, very kind, and you see this person as somebody that you can save, someone that you can rescue. But like J. Cole said, you can't save her. She don't want to be saved. And we have the Three of Wands here at the top of the deck. And I feel like what you're really focused on right now is like the future, whatever that looks like for you. We have the Empress card here, and we're literally creating our future. We have the Death card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is really just like you need to be wary of where your energy is going, because you're wanting to be Captain Save-A-Ho, but meanwhile you're trying to save people who don't want to be rescued, who don't want your help. And at some point you got to realize that if it really hurts that much to watch someone suffer, then the least you could do, given the circumstances, is walk away. And for some of you, I think that's what you're really looking at. This could be a friendship, this could be a job. Maybe like you're at a job where you're not feeling appreciated, you're trying to help, trying to make things better, but nobody wants to give you the time of day. And it's really just like, okay, well, let me go do my own thing. Because, there's so many ways to make money, there's so many ways to like exist in the world. And you shouldn't tie yourself so deeply, so rigidly to one way of being. You know what I mean? But that's just a piece of wisdom. You don't have to take that. You have the King of Cups here. I hate doing that sort of reading, but like I keep feeling this other person's energy, this kind of cold, callous individual who, once again, doesn't really know happiness, and maybe they want better for themselves, maybe they want to improve, but like you can't force that. And we have the freedom element in this Four of Wands here. Um, as I was shuffling this deck, the freedom card was speaking to me, but I didn't speak on it. But we have the Four of Wands here, which talks about freedom, happiness, commitment, and stuff like that, passion. And for the most part, I feel like if we could shift focus, I feel like you, whoever I'm talking to, are moving into this energy of being really passionate, really excited for the things that you're creating, the things that you're birthing into this world. At the top of the deck, once again, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're literally just planning and organizing and re-strategizing. And to this individual, or to anybody who's watching from the outside, looking in, it might seem like you're flighty. It might seem like you're not really doing all that much. But in your heart of hearts, how much you're putting into your passions, how much you're putting into whatever you're doing. And it's really necessary that you take time to check in with yourself and you really get real with yourself about how much progress you're making. Because I think so often we get to certain milestones, we get certain achievements, and we forget how much we had to endure to get there. With this Queen of Cups, fuck. I almost said Queen of Wands, I said Queen of Cups, I meant Queen of Pentacles. And generally, whoever I'm talking to is a very balanced individual. Like, if this is for you, you're a person who is very stable within yourself. Whether or not you have a lot of money, you're very stable within yourself. And I think a lot of people can see this within you, like people who you encounter on a daily basis and stuff like that. Like, you are literally a light to a lot of people. And I think whoever I'm talking to, you're really stepping into this energy of recognition and like really just like, you know, reaping what you've sown in the best way possible. Um, and it might require you to do some things that you're not comfortable with, to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And, you know, you can choose to allow fear to hold you back. But I think for the most part, whoever I'm talking to, you have such a mindset that even if you did allow fear to like take over a little bit, you still have gained so much momentum. You still have like just done so much that it does not even matter in the long scheme, in the grand scheme of it, you know? But like I said, you should know your life better than I do. This is just supposed to be like confirmation and guidance and whatnot. We have the Emperor card here. But like for real, you don't really need my guidance. Like you probably are just watching this as entertainment, like I do, because I also watch tarot readings. And I just want to remind you that like no matter what it is that you do choose to do, it just matters that you put your all into it and that you really like are passionate about it. You know, we have the Fool card once again as I shuffle the Emperor and the Fool, and it's like it doesn't matter what it is that other people are thinking, like how it looks to the outside. It doesn't matter. Like as long as you're enjoying yourself and you are doing what you want to do and nobody's getting hurt unnecessarily, you know, it doesn't really fucking matter. And like I said at the beginning of this, whoever I'm talking to could really use a cleanse. And possibly a rest. We have the Four of Swords here, which talks about taking a break, taking time out, um, etc., etc. And I'm gonna actually I want to pull. I'm okay. Never mind. Without pulling, I'm gonna still pull, but like without pulling, I feel this energy of like intense fire, like just really strong passion. We have the Lovers card, the Six of Cups, and the Hierophant. And I feel like there's somebody that you met or somebody that you encountered, maybe like another tarot reader or somebody that has really made you look back at your past. And looking back at the past came with a lot of feelings. Sure, we're not going to really talk about all those feelings, but it came with a lot of feelings. And out of that came a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom, you know? And whoever I'm talking to, though there are difficult choices that you have to make moving forward, there are difficult choices that you had to make. Once again, I feel like if you where your energy was going or is going at any moments of any times, if I could fucking speak, any of those times, gosh golly, you will see that like the really big determining factor was whether or not your heart was all in it. Because like I think if you could look back and you'd be like, okay, well during this decision, this really complicated decision I wasn't sure about, was my heart all the way in it? No, it wasn't. Okay, and then how did it end? Oh, it didn't really turn out that well. Okay, but that's soul searching for you to do. Check in with yourself. This isn't 110% for everybody who's here. But we do have the acceptance card, which says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And along with that comes some fear, but like acceptance is one of the easiest lessons because really all it is just allowing. And I say it's easy, but it's still pretty hard for a lot of us to do. Otherwise, we would just do it. But like, you know, because whose ever energy I'm tapped into, you're very, you're very wise. You're very strong. You've been through some shit, and you've only ever came out on top. And I can see that this energy that is is around you, that is surrounding you, sure, is having quite an impact on you. But at the same time, I think you've learned to place healthy enough boundaries. You've learned to cultivate your own energy where it doesn't impact you as much as it did. And then at the top of the deck, we have I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. And I feel like you just need to be reminded of like optimism and taking things one step at a time. Patience is a powerful thing. Sometimes it's annoying to have to wait, but sometimes it is the most powerful thing you can do. You know? And so with that, I'm gonna say much love, much peace. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, you should definitely consider subscribing, liking the video, and checking down below. And I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Bye. Also, I will say I'm currently closed for private readings, so you're welcome to email me. I'm always open to emails, but I'm currently closed for private readings. But if you want to become a member of the Patreon, you can become a member of the Patreon and get weekly insights and stuff like that if you're interested in stuff like that. And once again, thank you for being here. Have a good one. Bye.